Hello from Zagreb, and today we're in a very, very wonderful traditional restaurant called Ficlek, which does things the right way, the traditional way. I'm joined by Mate, who's the manager of the restaurant. He's going to talk a little bit about the different wines that we have here, and also I'm with Shireen Tan, the Singaporean wine legend, who co-authored a book called Cracking Croatian Wine, so she knows a lot about wine as well. We initially wanted to do something about Gemišt, but then Mate said, come and have a drink. I've got a few things to show you because a lot of places just offer Gemišt, and we have a few other things to offer. And you can talk maybe a little bit about that, and we can maybe taste them. And
Sure. The waiter is going to bring us a few Gemišt so we can try. We make Gemišt very traditionally, made of dry white wine called Graševina. Graševina is probably most famous Croatian white sort of grapes, and best for the Gemišt.
Okay.
So to make Gemišt, you need a traditional glass. You need 1 centiliter of wine and 1 centiliter of sparkling water. Also, on the other hand, we make Skropec. Skropec is like a smaller version of Gemišt, also served in a traditional glass. So we have a finger of wine and just sparked a little bit with sparkling water. So that's why it's called Skropec, because on top you just scrop a little bit of sparkling water.
And Skropec is then a traditional Zagreb drink. I mean, Gemišt is much wider around continental Croatia.
There's no written history of Gemišt. Gemišt was served before in Austro-Hungarian Empire, very common here in Zagreb. Gemišt is actually, Špricer or Skropec, like Zagreb version of Gemišt.
Okay.
Much more wine and a little bit of sparkling water.
Okay. And we have the lovely Damira, who has some nice gifts in her. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Please try.
And is Graševina the most common white wine you'd have in Gemišt?
Graševina probably is the best wine for the Gemišt because it's very dry with large acidity, so it's very good with the sparkling water. And also it's most common wine in Croatia, so it's pretty cheap. Gemišt needs to be cheap because it's traditional drink for people.
Okay.
So ratio of Gemišt is half-half.
Okay.
For Skropec it's 1 finger of wine and 1 finger of water.
One finger of wine, 1 finger of water.
Yeah.
I like it.
Also in Croatia, when we drink, we say živeli.
Živeli.
That's like cheers. Živeli.
Živeli. Živeli.
Is there a specific mineral water that's good for Gemišt?
We in Croatia use Croatian water, which is very carbonated, very strong. It's called Jamnica. Very famous Croatian, actually most famous Croatian sparkling water.
So it has to be bubbly.
It has to be very, very bubbly.
Okay.
On the other hand, Špricer, you can also make Špricer with soda water. Špricer is also half of wine, half of soda water, but Špricer is not so bubbly, not so mineral, a little bit lighter.
And how would you compare, because I'm from Dalmatia, I'm from England, but I live in Dalmatia, and obviously Bevanda is the king there, which is still water. Do people drink Bevanda up here in Zagreb or never?
I was also living in Dalmatia for 7 years, and I never was able to drink Bevanda. Bevanda is very typical for Dalmatia. People there are used to Bevanda. In Zagreb, everybody drinks Gemišt. Nobody drinks Bevanda. That's very two differences. Down Bevanda, here Gemišt.
So it's always still water with Bevanda?
In Bevanda it's always still water. It can be white or red, but Gemišt it's always white.
In Zagreb, people have the reputation of being the biggest Gemišt drinkers in the country. Would you say that's true?
Well, I come from Zagreb.
Okay.
Well, as I told you, I was living in Zagreb and in Dalmatia. In Dalmatia, people drink a lot more than in Zagreb.
Okay.
So what about Bevanda? What's the best red wine to be used for Bevanda?
They also use their local sort of grapes. On Brač, they use mostly Pošće because that's their local sort of grapes. Here we use Graševina because it's our sort of grapes. In Istria for Bevanda or Gemišt they use Malvazija.
Yeah.
And in Dalmatia mostly Pošiv, Bugava, Bogdanuša, Maraština. It depends on the area and which sort of grapes is there
So
local.
for red wine, again, it's a local variety. Like
Yeah, for
that.
red wine they mostly use Plavac.
I
People
see.
in Dalmatia like stronger wines, like Pošiv is very strong white wine and Plavac is very strong red wine. So they use their local and stronger sort of grapes.
The one thing I don't understand about Croatian wine
Mhm.
is it's amazing.
Yeah.
But you Croats have got this ability to mix amazing wine with the most ridiculous things. For example, Bambus, which is
Yeah.
red wine and Coca-Cola.
And Coca-Cola.
Okay.
We mix, it's called Mussolini. We mix white wine with sparkling raspberry juice or with sparkling elderflower juice. You can also try that if you want.
Please.
Would you like to
Yeah,
try?
I'd like to.
Sounds good, actually. Yeah.
Please.
Do you know why the name Mussolini is used?
Sorry?
Do you know why the name Mussolini is used?
Well, I really don't know that.
Yeah.
No. Maybe it's a crime to mix wine with the juice.
Because
That's actually a good explanation.
yeah. So in Slovenia they also have the Mussolini Špricer, which I guess is this. But in Splits, the Mussolini is white wine and pipi.
White wine and pipi.
Yeah. And that's
Okay.
the Mussolini. And then in Šibenik, are you ready for this? It's red wine, plavac,
Yeah?
raspberry syrup, and Jamnica.
Oh my god.
And they call that a Mussolini Spritzer, stuff like that. So it's interesting how Mussolini has got his
Yeah.
legacy here. Yeah.
Yeah, as I told you, in Croatia, every area has some of their own drink. Here we have Gemišt, down they have Bevanda.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is a raspberry Mussolini,
Alright.
and this one is elderflower Mussolini.
Oh, so you've got two different Mussolinis. Jesus, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it can also be made with some other juices. You can also, sometimes we use sour cherry if somebody asks. Okay.
Oh, so as long as it's white wine, sparkling water, and any other juice, that's
Yes,
Mussolini.
yes, yes.
Which one do you sell the most in the restaurant?
Definitely Gemišt.
Gemišt,
Gemišt is
Yeah.
most sold drink here.
Actively push for this Mussolini and other wines too.
No,
That's
people
very-
ask for this.
I see,
People ask for
okay.
this. But mostly here, Mussolini and something like this, sweeter. Some women, some younger women, or people who, tourists would like to try
I see.
Mussolini. Yeah.
I like Gemišt and I drink Gemišt, but this is a little bit like a bastardization of wine for me.
Because you prefer the pure stuff. Yeah.
I feel a little bit offended, honestly.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, but it's popular, it's traditional, so
Yeah,
people
I
like
respect
it.
that. I respect that.
Have you tried Bikla?
Sorry, what's that?
Bikla is it's a mixture of young red wine and goat milk.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
And if you go to Vogorac in inland Dalmatia, every year they have the Bikliada. And so they have a festival about this Bikla and stuff. So we went to it last year and it was an insane night.
Yeah? Did you like that?
I'm glad I tried it.
Mhm.
I'll be able to tell my grandchildren that I once tried Bikla, but it was strange. And the other thing my Dalmatian father-in-law told me was he used to have Prošek with the yolk,
Prošek, yeah.
with
Sweet desert red wine.
but with the yolk of an egg as a child, and they would have this for protein. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, what to say, Croatia. Amazing people, amazing drinks.
There's also the one with teran and bread inside, right?
Teran and bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teran is typical
It's the-
Dalmatian
It's Dasko
liquor
Super, yeah.
or
The
wine. Yeah, yeah.
Istrian soup, yeah.
In Zagorje also, when I was younger, my grandma, when I didn't want to sleep, gave me some red wine and some bread.
Oh, really?
inside.
Okay. So this is how it starts.
Yeah, this is how it starts from young age.
My grandfather gave me wine when I was like 6 years old, and he thought it was a joke. But I actually never wanted to eat cake again after that. I just wanted wine.
And now you're sommelier.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one do you like the most?
I really like that. I think that's
Yeah?
It's a little bit too sweet for me, and elderflower is nice, but kind of like tea-like, a little bit bitter. So I like my Gemišt.
we haven't tried the Skropec yet, have we? No, we'll try that at the end.
Oh, I had it. It's not just about selling like your favorite wine, but it's about like you think whether there is like a scenario or an occasion for it. So I think this is very obvious for me. Gemišt is like there's so many occasions for this.
Yes.
But this view, I'm not sure. What do you think? Maybe summer? Like
Summer.
picnic?
This one definitely a summer one.
Okay. Okay.
And so, who drinks this stuff?
This stuff. Well, most of this stuff drink people when they're in a hurry, older people. When they come here to eat something fast, one Skropec, 1-2 sips, and that's it. They go away.
How many places in Zagreb would sell Skropec, for example?
Well, Skropec, first of all, this glass, these days, it's very hard to find.
Right.
Here in Zagreb, I know maybe 1 or 2 places which sell Skropec only, so...
What I love about this place is it's authentic, it's simple. You've got wines above here. Tell us about the wines you sell. It's a very, what I love is it's a very small range.
For white wine we use Graševina, for red wine we use Portuguese. From very famous Croatian winery from Pleševica called Šember. It's their young wine, Graševina in Portuguese. First our bottle with the white label, it's Škrlec from Moslavina. Medium to full body wine. It's aged a little bit, it's 2018, 2019. Then we have Ficlek sparkling wine. It's made by Charmat method, so it's not like champagne, it's made like Prosecco in Vuglec. Vuglec is also a very nice restaurant and winery in Zagorje. Then for the red wine, we also use, it's a cuvée of Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, and some other local sort of grapes like Graševina. It's also made by Vuglec, medium to full body wine. And also in the summer, we also have our own rosé, which is also made of old local sort of grapes like Graševina, Cabernet, and like that.
I think what's really impressive about this place is I can tell you really champion this local culture because I don't think I've been to another place that serves Portugieser by the glass. Yeah.
We're not here to eat today, but
Maybe next time.
maybe next time for sure. But what would you recommend from your menu?
Well, first of all, we offer traditional Croatian kitchen based on this area, based on Zagreb area, on Zagorje, on Međimurje, and on the regions next to us. So we offer things like sarma. Sarma is very traditional from here. It's a minced meat rolled in cabbage and served with some mashed potatoes. Also, we offer veal liver. That's also typical for here.
Okay.
Veal liver served with garlic, also with mashed potatoes or salted potatoes or rice and beans. Then fasciranci. Fasciranci is also a very typical meal for this region. It's very hard to explain what are fasciranci. Fasciranci are also something like minced meat with some bacon inside, with some bread inside, and they need to be baked slowly for 20 minutes. Okay. Also, we have štrukli. Štrukli with cheese.
Well, thank you for that. I mean, I definitely will come back and try the food. This has been a really interesting...
What's your favorite?
Do you know what?
One raspberry?
I really like the raspberry, yeah. Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Gemišt.
Gemišt.
What about you?
Mine too. Mine is also favorite Gemišt.
As a Zagorje boy, when did you have your first Gemišt? How old?
When I had my first Gemišt,
Yeah.
I was underage, so I cannot tell it.
Yeah.
Publicly.
Off camera, we'll talk about that. Okay.
Off camera, we'll talk about.
Okay. Well, thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate it. It's been great to meet you. And
Thank you for coming.
one last cheers.
It was really great.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Živeli.
Živeli.
Živeli.